What's up, beautiful people? It's your boys, Sia and Quavo RSA from Daily Fixes, your daily fix on repeat. So, Quavo is actually the one in the video, and I'm doing the voiceover. So, today we got an unstable BMW X3, it's an xDrive, and by unstable, I mean that the stabilizer on the right front wheel is loose and needs to be replaced. So stay tuned for that. So firstly, we start loosening the bolts that hold the tire in place. We are not unscrewing them fully, we're just loosening them a bit. And then after loosening the tire, as you can see, Paper's jacking it up, getting a feel for it, biting you with his teeth. And then after that, removing the car, we unscrew the bolts and we remove the tire, which will give us access to the broken stabilizer. After removing the tire, as you're gonna see now, we don't put the tire away, but we put it underneath the car. In case the jack gives out, the car won't fall completely on the floor, but it's gonna be saved by the tire, right? So now we get to the stabilizer and we have to first untie the bolts from the top and from the bottom. And I know there's some of you that are wondering what is a stabilizer and what does it actually do. So the stabilizers are two paired in front. They are part of the suspension system that connect the left and right sides to keep the car level and the tires in firm contact with the ground. So like imagine it like this. Imagine a car taking a sharp turn, and what happens without the stabilizer is that the car's weight and its momentum are going to shift to the outside of the turn, and that's going to make the car's body lean heavily, causing that outer wheel to be pushed down while the inner wheels lift up. And then that leaning motion is sometimes called the body roll. Sounds nice, man. It's not. So it makes the car feel wobbly and less stable. But what a stabilizer does is that it acts like a strong rod that connects the left and right wheels as the car starts to lean in a turn. So basically the outer wheel is pushed up, which twists one end of the stabilizer bar, and then this twisting motion forces the other end of the bar to pull up the inner wheel down. And then by this happening, the stabilizer helps even out the pressure across both sets of the wheels and pulling the car's body flatter and more level to the ground. Or maybe putting it in simpler terms, think of it like a seesaw. The stabilizer is the beam, né? And one side goes down, the outer wheel, and the other side is forced to come up, the inner wheel, which keeps the center of the seesaw, or in this case, the car, from leaning too far. And then this keeps all four tires planted firmly on the road, giving you a safer and more controlled ride. So this is why we're doing this one today. That's basically it. And make sure to subscribe, like, comment, and share the video with your friends and family.
So yeah, here we go. This is stabilizer. As you can see, it's got a little bit of play. So yeah, stay tuned for the placement of another one. I'm gonna be installing the stabilizer. The one that we bought yesterday. It was improper, even though it was new, so we had to return it back to Bulgaria. So this is us putting back the stabilizer on the left side, then we get back to the right side. So yeah, stay tuned. Daily fixes.
So as you can see here, he's just taking out the nuts from the stabilizer so that he can set it in place, and then that's when he's gonna put back the nuts and then tighten it as well.
Must recommend that when you swing the stabilizer, mention both sides. What's the point of changing one side when you buy stabilizer for one side and the next side? goes with the other thing, so you gotta use another key to hold the other part. Some spanners, calculate properly.
And right there, you just got yourself an easy, quick hack from your boy himself, Quavo. As I say, whenever you're working on your car, it's gonna come in handy as a way to loosen and tighten your bolts better. So we locked in with you for real for all your mechanical tips and tricks from Daily Fixes. Okay, so the stabilizer is in place and properly stable. Get it? Stabilizer is stable. No? Okay, that's hard. But now we put the wheel back on by aligning the holes for the bolts, and then we put the bolts back and start tightening. But we don't fully tighten the bolts, just tighten them bit by bit so that the wheel won't be skew, or maybe you find that some of the bolts are not fully contacted with the disc, which is going to cause a big problem. So now once the bolts are secure, we slowly jack the car down, and that's the right side done. Now we move on to the left side.
Now we're doing the second one, second stabilizer on the right. Second stabilizer finish. This is a new one. There.
As he's putting the stabilizer for the left side, let's take a quick detour and let me tell you a little bit of how we came to beat Daily Fixes. We are going to do an official story time with the full story in another video, but right now let me just tell you how we started off. So we started working on a BMW X5 project together, but before that Quavo was doing his thing and I was doing mine. And while we were on the X5 project, we got to know each other a little better and we got good chemistry going. But it wasn't up until we were at a standstill with the X5 where someone else, and that someone else is my dad, by the way, he suggested that we start a YouTube channel documenting the cars that we go around fixing. And we used to go around fixing cars daily. So that's how the Daily Fixes came about. And we both liked the idea and we decided to expose ourselves into the opportunities that it's gonna offer. But not only that, but we were passionate and we also loved being in front of the camera. I mean, come on. So we got to planning our name, slogan, how we would shoot. We wanted it to be professional and not some mediocre thing of just two guys playing around with cars. And this X3 is actually the first documented project. And side note, we'd like to apologize to our viewers. We did make a mistake and we filmed vertically instead of horizontally. but we will fix it on the videos to come. Forgive us. But yeah, that's about it. That's how daily fixes came about. And don't worry about the xDrive project. We will bring you along when we continue, and every car after that. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Check on those post notifications on so you stay updated when we drop. Back to the actual point of this video. As you can see here, Quavo's put the stabilizer in place and is tightly securing it to make sure that it's stable. Again, stable. But after that, we put the wheel back on, and it's the same procedure as we did on the right side. As we were nearing the end, we came across an unexpected issue. We found that the brake wear sensor for the rear left was malfunctioning. And we don't do half jobs at daily fixes, and we ain't those type of mechanics to say that it's not our problem. So Quavo decided to take a look, and you're not gonna believe what he found.
Keep getting this. Let me show you. Keep us showing. Okay, wait, that's all right. Same this. And this is the video saying. So we just recently changed the brake pads, but then it keeps showing us this. We tried to reset it, but it didn't work. We did all the methods. We did the button method. We did the diagnostic method. It didn't work. So next option is to change the brake wear sensor. Then try it again, then it should be fine. So stay tuned as we change the brake wear sensor. We've taken out the tire for the back, so we found our cause for that light that's on the thingy on the dashboard. So if you take a look here, this is our brake wear sensor. As you can see, it goes in, and I don't know how or what happened, but this is how it is. That's why it keeps showing us this message. So after changing this, we're gonna reset it and we're gonna be nice. So there we go. 12 sensor is installed. It doesn't show that drive mode is the brake thing anymore, so it's all good. I resetted it, so yep, these are the results.
And there you have it, beautiful people. The X3 is as good as new, done by yours truly, Quavo RSA from Daily Fixes, your daily fix on repeat. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. See you on the next one.